Hey y'all. I've started a new YouTube channel where I cook foods from video games, bringing the console to the kitchen. There's a link in the description, and if you like what you see, I'd be real appreciative if you subscribed. Let's get baked at Dakon's Bakehouse. Hey there, lunatics. Dakon the Mad here, and today we are going to do a boss guide for the very first boss in Tinkerlands, and that is the Slime King. Now, the King Slime can appear randomly as you're exploring the Grasslands biome. You can also summon him with these little King Idol slime voodoo dolls. They summon the king whenever you want, and these will drop off of various grassland mobs as well. Now, I'm playing in survival mode, so the Slime King has 625 hit points. He'll have less than that, 500 hit points in adventurer mode, and 375 hit points in explorer mode. The Slime King has 3 basic forms of attack. You can see one of them here as he summons these various slimes to attack you. He also has that 3 jump attack where he'll just chaotically jump around. And then he has his projectile attack that you just saw, where he will shoot various projectiles off. And it can be a 7-shot projectile, then he jumps toward the player, and then he'll fire 4 more shots. The most devastating attack that the Slime King has comes from the projectiles. Those are the things that you want to avoid as they do the most damage. Now, when he jumps on you, he also can do a decent amount of damage, but I wouldn't worry too much about the little slimes themselves. Now, you don't need a lot to defeat the Slime King. I currently have a brand new character here who is equipped with a copper set, and you can get a copper set pretty early in the game. You just have to get down into the desert and get yourselves about 32 copper bars, I want to say, and that will be enough to get you the full copper set. Equip whatever accessories you have at this time. I've only equipped a frog leg because that gives me a dash, and then I've got this shackle to increase my defense by 3, and leather boots to just increase my overall max speed. But whatever you've got, just equip all of that. You're going to want to have a few healing potions as well in case you get hit, and then use whatever weapon you are currently using. I'm using an anchor with rope, and I got ridiculously lucky and got a legendary aspect when I pulled this thing out of the ground. But don't worry if you didn't get legendary aspect, whatever it comes with. The anchor with rope is one of the strongest weapons in the game at this early point, so I highly recommend using it. Although if you're using a really good magic weapon or ranged weapon and you're happy with that, go with that. The key to this boss is keeping just enough distance that you can avoid his projectiles and dash away if he starts to get too close. But you want to be close enough that you can hit him pretty regularly, as he likes to pause a lot, giving you lots of opportunity. And as you can see, he really hasn't done a lot of damage to me. The copper blocks a lot of the damage. And he's going down real fast, and this is the survival version of him. Ta-da! Not a difficult boss, guys. One that you should easily be able to take down. You could probably even do it in a wood suit of armor. I was just being real cautious by doing it in copper. In fact, I'm just going to go ahead and summon him again, and I'm going to use the wood armor, and I switched to a regular anchor with rope instead of a legendary one. Now, you should start with some bread, so go ahead and use that, especially if you're playing on survival mode, because the boss can be challenging if you are just using, wood armor. But he is totally defeatable at this point. Just use the same strategy. Try to avoid his big jumps. Kill off the ads. Try to dodge the projectiles that come out. And he goes down. Now, what kind of loot does this boss have? Well, he will always drop one of these energy fruits, and you can use this one time to permanently gain a dash ability. So I highly recommend that you defeat this boss sooner rather than later, so that you can get this dash boost as soon as possible. If you try to eat more than one, you just get this "I cannot use this item anymore" error. He can drop the jelly pistol, which is a ranged weapon that uses mucus as ammo. So you're going to need to keep a supply of mucus and kill off a bunch of slimes in order to use this gun. He also drops the jelly knife, which is a melee weapon that has a very slow attack speed, but does a decent amount of damage for this level of melee weapon. And finally, he drops the lucky mustache, which will increase your character's luck. He also drops bone and mucus as well when you defeat him. Now, once you have added the summoner to your village, you can acquire the Eye of Truth, which gives you a new ability. Now, you're going to equip this when you're fighting bosses, like our Slime King friend here, and he's going to drop a brand new item that he didn't drop before. This is the Slime King Soul. And when you use the soul, it adds the Slime Voodoo doll to the shop for your summoner for 4 gold. And that's it, folks. That is the Slime King, a relatively easy boss and one that you can take out pretty early in the game. Now, if you have any questions or comments, please be sure to leave them below. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please be sure to hit that like button and subscribe so that you don't miss out on any more Tinkerlands content here at Dakon's Madhouse. Hope y'all have a wonderful day. Stay happy, stay healthy, stay crazy.